We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Russell Daniels, the National League's leading hitter to this point, takes his swings. Next. Alec Bettinger is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Get your pitch here, squared up.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Russell Daniels. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, man. He almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
See it up, let it fly.
Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
Yeah, good rip on it, huh?
And that's low, ball 4.
Take your bait.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Real beautiful.
The 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Hey, let her fly, kid.
The 1-2. And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that is off the wall. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D'Lo, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like...
Into the box now, Russell Daniels. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Strike taken. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2.
Get your pitch, drive it right here.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Harper stands at second with 2 gone.
Hey, he hangs it, you bang it, kid. Here you go.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. 2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys
Drive it. Let's go, kid.
Hoskins.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded
Pick up the
cleanly.
ball.
Dig.
Throw on to first is
he's
in
out.
time, and the Phillies are turned. So here now's the pitcher,
Now
Edward
batting.
Cabrera.
The pitcher, Edward Cabrera.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning.
Good pitch right here.
Stepping in, Russell
batter,
Daniels.
the
A
left
hit in
fielder,
2 tries so far.
Russell Daniels.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like
Come on,
into
right
the
here,
box,
one time.
Russell
Now batting.
Daniels
The
in
left
a
fielder.
big at-bat in this one.
Russell
2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Come on, sitting on something right here. Let's go.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard toward the right
down,
side.
down.
And this is down for
Find
extra
the ball.
bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And the second run will score as well. And this throw gets away from him.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his third
Ladies and
run
gentlemen,
batted into the
your
game.
Yeah, he's the
Please.
reason, Dan, they're even in this one.
Boy, I'll tell you, not all wins are created equal. There's something really satisfying about being down 5 runs and
Here now
you
is
band
the final
together to
line score
find a way to
tonight.
get that win.
First, for the
They've got a
victorious
huge
Miami
bounce in their
Marlins.
step heading
9
into their
runs,
next game.
12 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The left fielder, Russell Daniels.
Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is Sierra. It is gone! Holy cow! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! A solo shot here to left, number 196 for his career, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Trying to pick things up
Now
where
back,
he left off.
left fielder,
Russell Daniels.
Russell
He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Two out with the man at first. Fouled off.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Oh.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Scott will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in once again,
Now
Russell Daniels. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 197 in his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that.
Up next from Miami, Nico Horner. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
Horner.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Kingery takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second. Digging in and looking for more, Russell Daniels. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
See it. Drive it. Come on, kid. Nope.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
He's right there. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping into the box,
now
Russell Daniels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Go hard, score.
Sierra's under it. And that ends the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Aaron Nola wins for the league best 15th time, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that's a wrap. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Philadelphia, number 13, Russell Daniels.
A ball and no strikes. That average way up there to start things out. With a staggering 77 home runs and an RBI count up over 160. Fly ball out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the.
Now,
Sir Anthony Dominguez enters the game to finish the.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Zach Eflin earns win number 7 on the season, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Daniel.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game first game of this series and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Monte Harrison. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Digging in now, Russell Daniels. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. High hop, and he barehands it. Got him. Coming to the plate now, Russell Daniels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting...
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A solo shot here to left, the 198th of his career, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Anderson.
Here we go, boys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. In the air now out to left field. Daniels is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in, Russell Daniels.
batting.
He'll be looking for something he could
fielder.
drive into the gap and
Russell
drive home that tying run
Daniels.
from first.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Line drive to left. In there, a
Find the
base
ball.
hit.
Find the ball.
So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Your attention,
Does this
please.
guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean,
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.